Hey guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and I wanted to talk a little bit about why you don't hear from certain narcissists in your life, or like past relationships, and just kind of how the train of thought of a narcissist. So another day, you guys, the voice is still messed up, so I feel like I have to shout just to talk, but it's something that was on my mind, and that's, when you're dealing with a predator, with an animal, and how certain animals, when they like approach you, right? Like, not every animal is gonna approach you, and not every predator is gonna approach you in a way where it's gonna attack you, where it's gonna be barking at you, ready to bite you, right? Like a roaring lion. Not every animal is gonna approach you like that. When animals attack, they've been watching you, and they know, hey, there's a possibility that you might defend yourself, or you have people around, and I know that this is gonna be the only opportunity I'm gonna have while you're by yourself, or you're not paying attention, and I spotted you, right? But I also know you might, I'm sizing you up, and I know you might give me a little bit of more of a hard time because you are a little bit bigger. You might be able to fight back. You might be able to defend yourself. So it has to rush at you with anger in a very vicious way. It has to attack you in a very vicious way, and it's going to be very quick. This is why certain narcissists, certain people, they don't find, you're not even on their radar, because some people you're not even on the narcissist radar based on their reality, right? Not every narcissist is going to attack the same kind of people. So you might not even be on certain people's radars to attack. And then certain people, you're on their radar, and they want to attack you right away. They want to throw a jab at you. They want to say something under their breath. They want to give you a hard time at work because they know you're under stress, underpaid, and they're competing with you. Even if they have less than you, it's the best moment to attack because you are unprotected. They don't have to know. They don't have to know your family. They don't have to care if you're their elder. They don't have to care if you could be their child. They don't. It's an animal. It's attacking you. It already has the mindset that it's in power or control, in a position of power, and it's gonna make its move because it has to project what it's feeling inside, and its hunger. That demon has to eat. You know what I'm saying? So certain narcissists will attack you right away. Certain narcissists, right? Certain animals, they are looking at you as a prey. Maybe you're even a child, naive, young, right? You're young. You're still learning the ropes on how to be like the people around you, your elders. You're still learning life, right? And you're not listening. You're stubborn. You go to places that you know people are telling you, hey, it's dangerous, be careful who you talk to. Oh, you go with someone, you leave together. You're not taking advice. You're living recklessly. The narcissist knows that it can take advantage of you because, let's just say you're intoxicated. The narcissist knows, I could take advantage of you, but I could take advantage of you for the long haul, for the long run, multiple times, if anything, if I get close to you and I come off really nice. It's like how some animals will approach you. They're smiling. It looks like they're kind of like studying you a little bit, and they get really close to you, and they're like, this animal doesn't even know that I'm a predator to it, right? So a bear can come up to you, a dolphin can come up to you with its little smiling face, and you're thinking, oh, yeah, this animal can be vicious, but it looks friendly. And now the bear is digging its claws in you. You know, it might be under stress. You know, that predator might be going through certain traumas, and it's on fight or flight, because that's how narcissists are. They're on fight or flight. So it might come off friendly, but deep down inside, that predator is on fight or flight, and it knows, hey, you're naive. You're not going to move. You don't even know that I'm a predator to you. And it's studying you, and it's wondering, like, why aren't you running from me? Why are you looking like a deer in the headlights? Why aren't you running? Why do you believe everything I tell you? Why don't you understand that you don't know me completely? You only have a perception of what you know about me based on what I've told you. You think you know, no matter how long how much time they spend with you, you think they're looking at it like you don't know me. And after a while, you know that there's another side. You know something else is there, and you start becoming suspicious of it. Like, why are you looking at me like that, right? They're staring at you. Why is this animal looking at me like that? Like, I don't know whether it's friendly or not. It feels like it's not friendly, but it keeps telling me it's friendly. And now it's attacking you, right? Because it's gotten to know you and know that you're not seeing it come. You don't look at it as a threat. It's like, oh, you're not looking at me as a threat. So now it's like that adrenaline that they get when they're on fight or flight, and they're attacking random people, and they're attacking random prey, and they're making their move right away. That adrenaline that they get, they will start to feel that and wonder why you're so calm and why you keep forgiving them. So that adrenaline in them is like, I don't just want to finish you off. I want you to feel scared. And it's crazy because they'll be putting you in situations where it's like diabolical, and they'll do shit to you where it's like people are even wondering why you're going back, and they feel like you deserve better because this person's trying to destroy you, and they're playing games. And you know, and the narcissist will be like, no, I'm not playing. You know, they'll buy you things. They'll try to make you feel like that's not who they are. But when they finally finish you off, you look back and you think, I knew they were evil, but I didn't really know they were that evil. Or you suspected a lot of things, but you were wondering why you couldn't wake up, or why did you think you could change someone like that? And you start to see like you were never going to be able to change them, because they are who they are, and they're going to be who they will always be, because it's part of their character. It's part of who they are as a human being. You start to see like human beings are different. We suffer through different types of things, and heal from things and become better. And some people don't become better. They start feeling like, you know, they just want to steal your joy, happiness, all of that. They're getting off on that because they want you to feel the same fear that they're always feeling. So they're sitting here trying to put fear onto you. And they're like, I'm not going to devour you until you're afraid. And you're being put in situations where you should be afraid of them. Sometimes they even hit you, and you think, oh, you know, I'm going to just go back. I'm going to just forgive them. And you don't think that they can become more violent. People will be scared for you, and you're like, no, they won't do it again. They're not going to do it again. It's just that I really pissed them off. You even start blaming yourself, which is crazy, right? But the narcissist knows they have you under their spell, in the palm of their hands. And to them, it's like, you forgave me again? Man, I'm really gonna fuck you up. You're really gonna be fucked up in the head by the time you figure this shit out. They're thinking of how jacked up they're gonna leave your life. There's no coincidence. And it's fucked up because a part of you always still loves them, because they coercively raped you. They used your body. They used you for what they needed, and then they needed to destroy you. They needed you to feel how they feel. They needed you to, they felt like they were teaching you a lesson, like, you know, you're going to feel that pain that they always feel, and you'll never be able to trust anybody again because you're not the type of person that preys on people, and they know that. So they feel like, oh, I'm going to leave you so miserable. You're going to be so miserable. And then even if you gain your strength on your own, you're going to see that it's so many predators. And that's why us narcissists like to be in groups. And you're going to realize that you're going to become prey to a lot of people. And they're going to feel, and they're like, I taught you a lesson, and I was protecting you. Even though I was abusing you, I was also protecting you from other predators, because there's predators much more worse than me. That's how the narcissist thinks. So at the end of it, you know, you might feel relief because you get to have your peace. And when you start to understand the peace that you have, you understand that peace is like a gift from this fucking crazy world that we live in. It's a gift when you're in peace, when there's silence, when no one is messing with you, when you're by yourself. You know, you realize the value of the things that don't cost nothing. Your safety, being away from toxic people. You might be in the bigger group and they think that they're safe in the bigger group, but somehow these people are always having problems in that bigger group, and they're just miserable together. So you realize you'd rather be miserable by yourself if that's the case. And you start to see the value in the things that don't cost a thing, and you realize that love, loyalty, what you felt for these people that hurt you was more important than them trying to feed off of you. And when they were trying to feed off of you, it wasn't worth losing what you feel is valuable. And that's because you start to come to terms that peace, love, forgiveness, the true meanings of those things don't really mean nothing to those people. They're faking it. They're nothing but wild animals. And then they try to make you look like the wild animal, but you're fighting for something. You're looking crazy for something. You're on these people's necks for a reason. They're on your neck trying to devour you for no reason. And then they start gaslighting you and making you feel like you shouldn't be upset, so you can't, so you don't have to, so that you don't come after them. They don't want you to come after them. Because they're going to, now they're the victim. You're the predator now. Because you got something that they don't. You got fight, but you're fighting for something. It's like a mother protecting her cubs. She's fighting for a reason to protect them so that they can live longer, so that she can teach them how to survive in case something happened to her. You're fighting for something. Take a look at the narcissists and how they treat people. They fighting for nothing. Just a whole bunch of fucking wild animals and predators, and the things that they're fighting for, money, gains, feeling like, oh, I'm fighting for something, I'm fighting for money. And even with the money, you'll see that these people ain't happy. They're still messing with you. Why you messing with my broke ass? Like, why you messing with me? Right? The narcissist is like gaining from you. And they're like, oh, I'm not gaining from you. You ain't got nothing to offer me. You were offering them peace. They're acting like they're protecting you, but in actuality, you were protecting them. You were feeding them. They stuck around because they wanted to feed off of you. Because why didn't they just kill you off right away? Why didn't they just say, oh, I'm going to just kill you off right away, but I don't need you? You just someone I want to devour. They stuck around because they really wanted to feed off of you. So you realize that there are two different types of people in this world eventually. You realize it. And you realize how the narcissist moves. When you don't hear back from them, when they're with other people, a part of you still wants them to change, or a part of you still wants them to have some type of remorse. But even with that being said, it feels like it don't even matter anymore, right? It gets to a point where you're like, it don't even matter anymore. You just realize what, you know, what type of person this is. You don't care. You know, you would want them to be a better person, but you know, you can't, you came to terms that you know that you can't change people. People are who they are based on their experiences. You also understand that even if you were to forgive them, they still did what they did. And that's why when you get into new friendships and relationships with people, you observe them and you realize that a lot of people are shitty. Because they always end up doing stuff to you that you wouldn't do to them. And you realize when you catch those things, they don't really hurt you no more. The disappointment don't really hurt you no more. It's until you get close to someone and they betray you that it hurts, because now you're like, damn, I kept letting you in, and you were just waiting for the right moment to attack, just like an animal. That means that from the start, you thought I was weak. You just wanted to get an up and close picture to what you were observing about me. You saw I wasn't scared of you, but I should have been scared of you. You saw those things from the start. So when you get close to people and they betray you, you realize you were thinking about betraying me a long time ago. That's why Jesus was able to point out when someone was going to betray him. He knew it. He saw the red flags. He like, oh, it's coming. I really don't want it to come. That's why I'm going to say something at this table about it. But I know it's coming. And then when it came, it hurt. The betrayal hurt, because it's like, I knew it was coming, but I was really hoping it wouldn't come because I trusted you. And you realize, dang, a lot of people, they'll show you who they are right away, and certain people will get close to you until they know more and more and more and more and more about you. And then when they feel like they got you figured out, they're gone. So the narcissist always feels like as long as you never figure them out, you're never going to leave. Right? When they felt like they figured you out, they felt like they could leave. When they left and you didn't chase after them and you start focusing on yourself, and they are spying on you and they see you're doing good, they come back because they feel like maybe there's something about you that I really don't understand, because you were supposed to be chasing after me, but I haven't heard from you. And then they come back because they feel like I still ain't got you figured out. When people admire you or like you or find you attractive, the narcissists, they stick around because they're like, are you going to cheat on me? Are you going to be doing the things that I usually do to you? They stick around just studying you. And once they figure you out and they're like, no, you're really just nice and I don't like that shit, and I don't like no nice girl because I'm not a nice person. And then they go with people that are exactly like them. And then when they get hurt by those people and those people betray them, they look at it like that person felt like they had my narcissism figured out. And all that time I was love bombing them, taking them on dates and wasting my money to love bomb me didn't mean a thing, because they weren't love bombed by the end of it. They just used me. And now they're back coming to you. And they're trying to figure out, why would you forgive someone like me? If someone like me did these things to you, I already betrayed you. You don't know that. But if someone like me would have done this to me, I wouldn't forgive them. Because I'm not going to forgive the person that just used me for a free dinner. I'm not going to forget that. Fuck these Jezebels. So they'll stick around with you. And they're still trying to devour you till they find the perfect supply, the perfect person, when they got all the things that they're looking for, loyalty, all the things that they're seeking is right in front of them. So they won't leave you alone, because they're like, you ain't betrayed me no matter what. You're starting to know that I'm a liar, but you still won't leave. I'll treat you bad, you still won't leave. So now They're like, I'm gonna find me someone loyal, but not someone that's gonna take so much shit. Someone that got the same qualities as you, but they're not gonna allow this shit. So that's why you end up feeling like they found someone better than you. But the truth of the matter is, when you don't hear back from them, they're studying this person. They're using your good qualities, showing that person these things come from them. And then they're studying that person's demeanor, how that person respects themselves. They might be putting that person on a pedestal. They might think that person is better than you because they have certain qualities as you. They're just not taking no shit. So the narcissist, you won't hear from these people because they're like, I'm on my best behavior. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's family, friends, they'll attach themselves to these people and be on their best behavior. And then what's crazy is that those people knew from the moment they got with them that the narcissist is being on their best behavior because they need them. So the whole time these people know they have the power. And the narcissist, they think that that person is naive. And that person is also utilizing the narcissist. So the narcissist is like, we're helping one another out. Whether the narcissist has more or that person has more, the narcissist is like, we're a good team. That person don't feel nothing for the narcissist. That person is utilizing the narcissist. That's why the narcissist respects them. But everyone has a past. The narcissist has a past. They have a past. So they've came to terms with those things, that they both have a past. But the truth of the matter is, the more the narcissist gets to know this person, they realize that a lot of things that they claim that they are not. That they've been lying and they've been wearing a mask exactly like the narcissist has. They are just really good at it. The things that they say they stand for, the good qualities about this person, is fake. They start to see that the loyalty, the things that, because at the end, the narcissist looks at it like you betrayed them, because eventually you're not going to be able to take no more shit. So the moment that the narcissist feels betrayed by you, even though they've been betraying you the whole time, they're out. You won't hear from them. They start to see that the qualities of these people that they keep running into are fake. They're fictitious. They don't really got that loyalty. They don't really got that forgiveness. They ain't really down for them. They are easily able to be sold out by the people in their family, friends, or like strangers. They realize that the moment the narcissist puts this person on a pedestal and this person feels like they're getting all the attention and they're getting that narcissistic feel, they feel like they could do better than the narcissist. And the narcissist sticks around because they're like, no, you can't. No, you can't. So they're trying to prove something to that person. Just like you tried to prove to them. And eventually you realize that a part of you, because of your trauma, you like the attention the narcissist was giving you, but you realize that all attention ain't good attention if it's not coming from a genuine person who values you as a human being. So basically, these people go around playing with their own life, dealing with other predators, competing for the top spot. And you're not competing with nobody. You're at your level. You're okay with what you have, but they're competing with you. They're in the shadows still competing with you. You know what I'm saying? You can never really truly be their friend. Even if you forgive them, you have to understand, this person, no matter how much they act like they change, they're not a real person. They're not a real human being. They ain't really got no loyalty, because a lot of times you're willing to, even when people betray you and months and years go by, you know that you will have, you could forgive these people if they sincerely took accountability, but they'll turn things around on you or blame you because you haven't healed, but they haven't took the steps for you to trust them again. So they'll start playing the victim. So you know, hey, at your darkest times, when you were hungry, I fed you. I multiplied shit like Jesus. But when I needed you and I was being crucified and I was carrying my cross, no one would throw not even a fucking bottle of water at me. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know that when they go out and they try to act like it's this or that and these people know them and you didn't know them like that, or you know, whatever the case is, you have to understand loyalty. They don't got loyalty. You was there at the darkest times of their life. In your darkest times of your life, you see they're not around. You see that even if you put your pride to the side because you're hurt by what they did, and let's just say you really are in need, or you're in on the street and you're like, hey, I know we ain't together no more, but I really need help. They're not going to be there for you the way you were with them. They ain't got no real loyalty. They won't sit there and be a real man or a real bitch and be like, you know what? I know I'll let you come and spend a night, but I got a girl now. I'm gonna have to talk to my girl, or I'm in a relationship, but I know you really need help. I'll help you, but I'm gonna be real with you. There can't be nothing between us. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know you, they know your heart, and they won't be there for you. And so when you don't hear from them, and they never came back and even apologized to you, or just sent you a email or something and say, hey, I know you ain't messing with me. I know I wronged you. I know it really don't matter, but I have to say sorry because I know I hurt you and my spirit don't feel good knowing what I did to you. And I know it's not going to really make a difference with you. And it might even be hurting you to hear from me after what I've done. But I needed to let you know I think about what I've done. And I'm remorseful. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to say that shit to you. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to say, ha ha, bitch, you still sad? You still crying? Ha ha, I'm happy over here. Ha ha, you still miserable. Ha ha. Oh, they might even fake it and come back to you being real nice just to fuck you over again. That's what a narcissist is. They're people that get close to you, and once they know you're genuinely a good person, or they know your deepest fears, they try to crush you. They try to use your fears to destroy you, or so that you can destroy yourself once they leave. And they never are going to take accountability. They're never going to tell the truth about what really happened. Or they're going to tell people that you're trying to act like you're the victim, or you just need to move on, or you're miserable, or they're going to share things that happened to you that you shared with them. And they're going to say, they're not mad at me. They're mad at all the other shit that happened to them. That's on them. That's their life. They're miserable and trying to put this situation on me. But how can you blame me for your life? Like, you can't blame no one but yourself. So they come into your life like a parasite, like a prey. They want to get close to you. They're studying you. And then they go and try to find people identical to you. And some of the people that they find that they think are identical to you are actually also narcissists who have studied people too, or who are mimicking. Like if they're dealing with a Jezebel, the Jezebel is going to come off just like you. But she's nothing like you. It's like she like imitation crab and you like the real crab. You like real crab legs, and she like that stringy shit, that weird shit, that shit that stretch. You know what I'm saying? She like that. She's not the real. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna look real. It gonna look, the coloring gonna look good. It gonna look good. But once the narcissist starts digesting the spirit of the Jezebel, he's gonna get sick. He's going to lose his energy. He won't even have energy to come back to you. These people won't have energy to come back to you because they're dealing with someone who's taking energy from them as well. That's why and you know, people that hurt people are hurt people. And they're going to continue to hurt and suffer until they learn the lesson. They wouldn't have came into your life if they wouldn't have understood that they need to be careful who they put their fangs on, because it just might happen to them. You know what I'm saying? While they're so busy trying to get you and they're looking at you like a prey, a predator is behind them, way bigger and badder than them, with more money, with more time to fuck with them, with more tactics that they're going to use for years to come, or trap them with a child or whatever the case. So sometimes the narcissist plays you and they get someone else pregnant and they think, oh, this is going to make you jealous, but it ends up backfiring on them because now they got a lot of legal problems and a whole bunch of shit. But they're going to try to make everyone miserable, and they're going to try to make everyone miserable to make everyone believe that the narcissist doesn't care. But they care because they're losing supply. So now they're constantly looking for supply, and it don't even matter who the person is or how they look. They just need it. So this is why a lot of times they won't come back, because they're going to know that eventually you're going to realize that they had a lot of problems, legal problems, all kind of shit going on in their life, and you didn't understand it when you were with them. You probably were like, oh, like, let's not think about that, let's move on. But you realize you weren't in their shoes, and if you had those problems, you realize that it would cause stress or a burden on you. So you realize, oh yeah, they try to act like they didn't get nothing from me, but they got a lot of peace from me, because they were in a state of mind of hell, where they felt like they could never get their life back on track because they had they created too many problems for themselves. In the time at first, because you gave them attention too, so you made them feel good too about themselves. And when you did that, you made the narcissist feel like, you took them away from their problems, but then problems always came back, and that's why they always changed into a different person, to who they really are. So this is why a lot of times you won't hear back from them, because they're going to know you figured it out. And they feel like, if anything, you're going to play games with them, because now you feel like you figured it out, and they know they're going to play you again. So they look at it like, no, if you figured me out, next time around, you might do something to me because you figured me out, and you're not going to go for certain shit. I can't put my hands on you because maybe next time you'll call the police on me. You know what I'm saying? Because your loyalty, you want me to prove my loyalty to you, but I already know I'm not going to be loyal to you. So they won't spin the block because of that. They're not willing to offer a friendship, nothing, because they're not a good friend to nobody. They're nobody's friend, So, yeah, I just wanted to make that, make that message, You learn a lot about who you are and what your values are and what you stand for and what you're willing to fight for. And you realize you're not willing to fight and sacrifice yourself for a liar, someone who's lying about shit, putting your life in danger, someone that don't got no good qualities, no good traits, not a good father, not a good mother, not a good person. They can say they are, but eventually, kids aren't dumb. People aren't dumb. Eventually, people realize. And once you really look back at who they were as a person, as a parent, as a human being, and how they pick and choose who they're nice to, but that's not really who they are. That's not their personality. Once you realize that's not their character and it's all just fake, you realize they were never a good person. You realize that it's people out here that are really demonic, and they get close to you, and in order for them to destroy you, they feel like they need to know everything about you. So you don't hear back from these people because they're getting to know other people. They're getting closer and closer to their friends. They're getting closer and closer to their family. They always secretly hated their family or were jealous of certain people, but then they start getting close to them because they realize they can use and manipulate those people. And if they feel like they ever get in a position of power where they start to feel like they're better than you, and it doesn't matter that you got more money than them because they feel like they're smarter than you, that's where they're going to start manipulating, and they're going to start setting scenarios up that is going to basically, is going to be a lose-lose for everybody. Because now there's that negative energy circling around them, and they don't even got to do nothing to you, because now you got that shit on you. You got all that negative energy on you, so you realize, you know, sometimes it's lonely, but having that type of energy around you and being aware of it is going to make you feel worse. So I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace. I'm going to end this right here. And don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, book. And, you know, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.